right. Boom. And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning into a very special edition of Top 5 on the People's Podcast this evening. We have a great guest. We holding it down today, a great panelist, none other than Marvin, aka Django's son, as his name says.
Go.
Yes, sir. We look forward to putting this on YouTube. Let everyone who's watching let us know your list as well. We're doing top 5 gospel songs. I know that's a first. Top 5 worst movie remakes and top 5 athletes you will want to see win the championship. We're gonna start off with we're starting off with gospel songs because this was unique. I was like, all right, Marvin, let's go. Let's see what we talk about with gospel. What you got for number 5?
You know, I tried my hardest to go conventional gospel and like think about the conventional gospel songs that brought me joy when I was little, and I couldn't. It's too many modern gospel songs that change the sound and challenge that idea of one sound that, you know what I mean, that I like. So for number 5, I'm gonna go ahead and go "We Win" by Lil Baby. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's undoubtedly a gospel song. Okay,
all right, we go with Lil Baby. I never thought Marvin would with that route. All right. Well, I'm gonna see your Lil Baby and raise you one. I'm going with Ye. Use this gospel. You know,
Ye. That's low. That's low, brother. That's low.
Man, Ye, Kenny G, Pusha T. You know what I'm saying? Malice. The
fact that he used the car door sound and made it crack.
Man, what are we talking about? Excellent. Okay, boom. Peace family. Mimi, you've been hanging in with the marathon today. Mimi been watching all the interviews. Says peace family. Mimi, Marvin does not say peace to you because he's still mad about you. You say something from last week. You say it to her properly. I don't know.
Every week she always getting on my nerves. Every week.
And thank you everyone who's watching the YouTube. All right, number 4. What you got, Marvin?
Number 4, I'm gonna go "God Breathe" by Kanye West off the Donda album. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm challenging that conventional, just like all the sounds are being challenged, bro. It's not all these genres that said this is the sound have been challenged by the young generation. I'm so happy. It's not one sound. It's gospel, hip hop. All these genres are what you make them, for real.
Absolutely. Listen, I didn't want to make it a Jesus is Lord. All the Donda songs, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna just go straight Donda. I ain't gonna go straight. But I had to put the Ye on there because that is like the most modern gospel I listen to. However, Kirk Franklin and Race Allen, it's called Something About the Name Jesus, right? And it's like, shoo-be-doo, boom. It's a song, don't listen to it if you're emotional, or you know what I'm saying? Because if it had you be like, man, I don't even know how I don't even know how to put this song on. But
yeah. Most gospel, most of that deep gospel will definitely send you that.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, man, hold up. I don't like to, certain parts, I don't like to go too deep, you know, the feelings and emotions, but yeah, I went there, yeah. And Something About the Name Jesus, it's a beautiful song, man. And the man who's singing it, hitting the high notes, and when I call your name, like, you gotta listen to it. Mimi said she loves that song. Marvin, what you got for number 3?
I got "You Saved Me" by R. Kelly.
Okay, that's on my list too. Okay.
"You Saved Me" was, man, it was back in the day, man. Even when I was young, it'd make me emotional. I was like, why am I emotional? I ain't got no worries, but I feel like the weight of the world is on my shoulders.
That's definitely on my list. All right. Number 3, Marvin, I got "Revolution," right? Because there was no other song that you could put on Any Given Sunday. How they gonna slide a gospel song in and out? All this other stuff was like, Kirk Franklin, do you want a revolution? Woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh,
I couldn't think. I was trying to think of the others. The only thing I could think of was "Stump" at the moment, and I'm like, bro, why can't I think of all the Kirk Franklin bangers? But I'm like, I'm just gonna
revolution. Listen, I didn't think about it as a gospel song. I was like, nah, this is gospel. Like, he's saying like he want a revolution. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Also, Any Given Sunday, great soundtrack, by the way. Maybe say he put that song together. I know he's singing that heavy right now. He's singing that heavy right now. Do you want a revolution for sure? All right, Marvin, number 2. Oh no, she's talking about R. Kelly saying "You Saved Me." Thank you, Mimi, for your "You Saved Me" joke. All right, Marvin, what's your number 2?
I got "Closed on Sunday" by Kanye West. You my Chick-fil-A.
My Chick-fil-A for sure. You my Chick-fil-A. You can't go wrong with that. All right, my number 1 is "Open My Heart to You," Yolanda Adams. alone in a room, it's just me and you.
Yeah,
Like,
I didn't even
nah.
think about that. That's fire. Yeah, that's fire gospel song like that.
Listen, you know that you'd be like, hold up, man, what's going on?
For real.
But I was doing some research on some like random YouTube deep dive, and it was talking about how many people turn their gospel songs into who were writing them into love songs, and then they turn famous love songs into gospel songs because they interchange. You know what I'm saying? Like you be singing, like, am I singing about God? Or, like that song could be, it's basically like a love song. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just me and you, I feel so. You're like, hey, hold up, am I feelings or am I
and you could be in both. One day you're gonna be about God, and the next day you're gonna be crying about your girl.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, hold up, man. Is this a good love song or what's going on right now? All right, Robert. Number one, what you got? Number one gospel song of all time.
Use This Gospel by Kanye West.
Yes,
when you bring Malice back and you use the car door as the base of your music, and it doesn't get annoying the whole song. I don't know how Kanye West come up with these ideas and just know they're gonna work, because that could fail greatly. Just that sound could be annoying to most people, but man, look, it's a hit. That's a gospel banger.
For sure. All right, my number one, I'm going with the song. Okay, all this was just out of different orders, but I'm going number one. You Saved Me. Truth, everyone.
I swear, at the start you start crying. As soon as you hear it, as soon as you get the humming, you're like, no, man, no.
Mimi said, like Music Soul Child, Love was originally a gospel song. Lord. Look, okay, maybe you come with something. Okay. That's one of those sister who used to come on, let's do that. Sister Rakia. She would say random fact, 19 something. I know Music Soul Child Love was called Lord. Okay. That makes sense. Love. Yeah. But back to You Saved Me. Let me tell you something. By the time the third verse hit, and he's talking about his mama, she got down on the knees. She said a prayer for me. Like, you were like,
man, look. Every verse gets deeper and deeper, bro. You're just like, damn, man.
Listen, that man composed that song, You Saved Me. Hey, don't listen to it. That's really being from the North, but coming to the South. I never wanted to listen to gospel because it made me think about slavery, pain. It was like, it was like civil rights. I didn't want no sad. And then I started going to the churches. I heard my dad sometimes he would speak, and some of the gospel, it would be very uplifted. But then I go home, this is gospel song, you'd be like, man, oh, God. I'm with this R. Kelly, like, go up now. You saved me now. I could put it on to be motivated, and now I'm sad. All right. Now we're doing top 5 worst remakes of all time, worst movie remakes of all time. Number 5. Who do you got? I mean, what you got, Marvin?
I haven't seen most of these, of course, because I don't watch a lot of movies, but just from the sound of them, I was like, this disgust me. So number 5, I got RoboCop. How dare they even try to remake it? Don't even do it. It's certain things you just leave alone. You just leave it alone.
Listen, I had never seen the new RoboCop, but I definitely agree. I'm going Mulan. What are we talking about? How can y'all remake Mulan, something that was done so perfect? Eddie Murphy, Dragon, and what's my song? Let's Get Down to Business.
I gotta see that. I haven't seen it so long.
You ain't seen Mulan?
I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time though.
Oh, listen, they remade it. The music is out of there. There is no Eddie Murphy. There is no Eddie Murphy doing the dragon like that. You gotta just see Mulan, like, bro. They remade Mulan, and it's horrible. And it flopped, by the way. It was a huge flop. All right, number 4. What you got, Marvin?
Number 4, I got Psycho, the remake. Of course,
okay.
Again, I've seen it, but there's certain things you do not touch.
So they did that whole thing like that?
They're already great enough for you to, and you just setting yourself up for failure, most likely. Literally.
I agree. Because number 4, guess where we going? Aladdin. That's right. There's a theme. Why are we remaking Aladdin? Who told y'all to get Will Smith to redo Robin Williams?
Who in the world thought that was a good idea, bro? I don't know. That's the worst idea ever in Hollywood, for real, bro.
I can open your eyes, like a whole new world. But like y'all gonna remake it with these?
I always forget that's Robin Williams and how great that man was, bro.
Man,
like,
come on, man.
That's crazy.
Don't ever do a whole new world like that. Jafar look completely different. The monkey Abu and like just leave Aladdin alone. Mimi said, yeah, Aladdin was a masterpiece. Didn't need to remake it. I'm like, I'm not a fan of the remake. All right, number 3. What you got, Mark?
Number 3, I got Total Recall.
Okay, you can't go wrong with that.
I ain't see it, but I looked at it and I'm like, bro, the first Total. Matter of fact, did you see it yet? Because I thought last time you said you ain't seen Total Recall yet.
No, I never saw it.
Oh, you need to see Total as one of the greatest Arnold Schwarzenegger movies of all time.
Where the thing opens face up and he comes out.
Yeah,
I seen the commercial.
The graphics, even with the graphics being old and like not really, it was like on the cusp of becoming where we are now. Okay. So it's still old, but even then, bro, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger at his best, bro.
Listen, I love T2, so it's no problem. I'll give it a chance. Mimi says facts. Marvin, Robin Williams is so talented for sure. All right, let's go. My number 3, Fantastic Four. Boom. Went to see it in the movie theater and got so disappointed. Matter of fact, I went to see it with Mimi's husband, and some I think like 2 other people, and we was like, oh, Michael B. Jordan, you know what I'm saying? Human Torch, it's about to be. First of all, don't ever try Jessica Alba like that. We'll make it with this new girl they remade, the Flame, or it was the storyline, the Johnny Blaze and they were siblings instead of being. It was just Fantastic Four, erase it from history.
Hey, it was on a lot of lists that I was looking at when I was doing my research.
Listen, Michael B. Jordan he literally has his filmography is one of the best ever. Like he got hit after hit, Killmonger, Creed. That's the only like real blemish is the fact that he was in Fantastic Four. It's like, don't ever do that again. I don't know who decided who even made that a thing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you because it's like I was so excited. Like, oh, this Fantastic Four. I love Jessica Alba, the Thing, and then the original Fantastic Four. Oh, yeah, no, I like the original Fantastic Four. All right, number 2, what you got, Mark?
Number 2, I got The Honeymooners. With bro. I just literally saw this a few minutes ago. Like, bro, why would they even like? And the cast on top of that, bro. Like, what made y'all think these were the niggas you get to emulate The Honeymooners, bro?
I don't know why people think Cedric Entertainer is like, why would he ever be good? Is that like this? Like, is this role? I don't know why.
No, I'm trying to think of who would have been much better. Some heavy set black dude that was more fit, but no, Cedric, you gotta get somebody that can play in between. Like, and Cedric do a great white person, but he at his core he black as hell.
All right, my number 2, I'm going Ghostbusters. I don't know why they decided, I know because it's like a thing, make race swap, everything's women, make the men and women men. But come on, y'all. Come on. Like the original Ghostbusters, Bobby Brown on the soundtrack, and it's like, the shooting the thing and the green thing and the big Michelin man coming down. And then it's like, these women, I'm just going to let y'all have it, but Ghostbusters, no. Do not remake the Ghostbusters.
Would a Fire Stick have all that old stuff like that? And then
absolutely. Right on
something. That's why I need to get a Fire Stick, bro, because I sit down and watch all the old
stuff. Yeah. And guess what? You can take 10 minutes to figure out how to get cinema on your Fire Stick. It's on YouTube. You got 10 minutes.
That's what's up.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out the Bobby Brown stuff. Like, we got about, it's not Eagle. Oh, anyway, Bobby Brown, Ghostbusters song. I guess we're gonna have to.
Yeah, we know, Josh. We know how infatuated you are with Bobby Brown.
The original Ghostbusters don't sleep with the little
cheese. That's what I said. That's why I thought about it, bro. I love to sit down and watch that for the nostalgia.
Man, don't sleep. But I'm telling you, because this new one, I'm like, what is this? The green. Sometimes the new graphics makes it too realistic. So it's like, it's not fantasy no more. It's like the other one is like, oh, green Ghostbusters, you know what I'm saying? Like a gold Michelin man. This one is like, no, this is not real. It's like, no, it's too real to be real. It's like, no, I don't want to see that. All right, number 1 worst movie remakes of all time. What you got, Mark?
I think we got the same thing, honestly. I think we both got Lion King.
I should have went Lion King, but I was being nice to my wife, Beyonce, and did not go Lion King.
No, really, just because of Beyonce, you just spared your wife, huh? I hear you.
So you said that's the worst remake of all time?
I ain't see it, but I know damn well they should have left Lion King alone.
Listen, I agree that they should not have redone the Lion King. I got my number one actually. Even though I YouTube the soundtrack to the Lion King to see like how they did Scar, how they did it. No, just don't do it. But my number one is Dr. Dolittle, the one with Robert Downey Jr. You can't come behind Eddie Murphy's Dr. Dolittle. You can't do that. And Eddie Murphy's Dr. Dolittle 1 wasn't even like the best, but Dr. Dolittle 2, what they also like Dr. Dolittle 2 was like.
I can't even think of it. I gotta watch both now for real.
Oh no, go back and watch Dr. Dolittle. I tried to watch it for my niece and nephew one time. They wasn't even interested. Bro Roosevelt, he said, "Peace, God bodies, peace." Bro Roosevelt, New Orleans holding it down. All right, let's go. Top 5 athletes that you wish would have won a championship. Who you got, Marvin? Number 5.
Number 5, I got T.O. As much hate as that man gets.
He on my list. He's on my list for sure.
He worked too hard not to get a championship, bro. He worked too hard. He played his ass off, regardless of his flaws, physical and on and off the field. That man played his heart out, literally on the field, and that's all you can ask for.
One of my favorite players of all time. I look forward to meeting him one day, hopefully interviewing him. You know what I'm saying? But listen, my number 5, I'm going with my favorite point guard right now, the one who received the most hate. He's probably the most hated point guard in the history of the last 20 years. He goes by the name of Russell Westbrook. I'm telling you right now. I wish Westbrook could just get one ring. One ring.
He's my number 4.
Man, listen, Westbrook, man, come on. Stop playing with this man. An MVP. He tried, man, just because he went to the Lakers, had some, bad time with the Lakers. Y'all, people just, I never seen nobody, the media attack somebody, second to Kyrie Irving like that, would just hit the media. Every day they talked about him. Debate shows supposed to have one person who likes LeBron, one person don't like LeBron. But every debate show was like, both of them hate Westbrook. Like, how y'all both hate Westbrook? Like, nobody's team Westbrook.
But it's the same way. Just think about how they doing music, bro. It be the media who hate these artists and the peers, and then you listen to what the peers say. All the basketball players that play with Westbrook love him, bro. All of them. You don't get and everybody ain't lying just to spare Westbrook feelings, bro. You know the NBA is raw, so if they don't like you, they'll say it'll be said somewhere, somehow.
Yeah. Listen, Kyrie Irving 2 days ago on his story on Instagram posted Westbrook and was like, "Don't act like he ain't the reason that most of these players didn't give a damn about how people felt about them." And it was like some highlights of him. I'm like, y'all think Westbrook ain't what? Man, come on, man. All right, Marvel, what's your number 4? Who's your number 4?
Number 4 is Russell Westbrook.
Okay. Yeah, you can't get wrong with Westbrook. All right, my number 4, random, but not too random, Justin Gatlin. Justin Gatlin was the black dude who was on the Olympic team, right? And he kept losing to Usain Bolt for like years. Like every 4 years in the Olympics, no matter what, they always kept getting second place. And I was like, I felt so sorry for him because I'm like, bro, he's super talented, super good, but he just couldn't get the gold medal. And I'm like, now it's not, bro, you can't. I mean, he lost to Usain Bolt, I think like 2 years, and then the first year they lost to somebody random. But he kept getting second place, and I rooted for him so bad. I was like probably 12 years, probably 12 or 14 years, he got second place. And I was like, man, that's a bad, it's going to be a good 30 for 30, but sad because it's going to be like, suppose I told you there was this guy who kept running and kept getting second place. Justin Gatlin. Number 3, who you got, Marvin?
I got Jim Kelly, Mr. 4 Super Bowls.
Okay.
Bro, man, that's just sad. When you think about it, like, damn, 4, and wasn't it 4 straight too?
4 straight in a row.
Damn, bro, 4 straight, and you don't get one.
I don't even know if they got a statue. I don't know if they got I don't know what they got for him, but everybody just know him for losing 4 in a row. They got 30 for 30 on them on the bill. They got 30 for 30 on them.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and he was putting up big numbers. All right, my number 3. Speaking of quarterbacks, straight from Mount Carmel High School in the suburbs of Chicago to Syracuse to the Eagles, Donovan McNabb. Let's be clear. He was my favorite quarterback. Before there was a Tom Brady, it was McNabb. McNabb was my first quarterback it's Brett Favre, then McNabb. But like during that my high school time period, it was McNabb. First, I used to like Brett Favre and Johnny Elway now. But then it was like McNabb, Chunky Soup, throwing the T.O., you know what I'm saying, the commercials.
Hey, he almost made my list.
Man, I used to love McNabb, bro, and it was like he just couldn't get that Super Bowl choke. It was like that's what people remember him for, choking the Super Bowl now. Unfortunately, but I love you, McNabb, and wish could have got a championship. All right, number 2, who you got, Mark?
Number 2, I got Allen Iverson.
You can't remember Iverson.
Yeah, man. He, I mean, pound for pound, you would say he's probably the greatest player in any sport ever. And you know what I mean? To be as small as he was in a league in the time he played in, because it was right outside the edge to whoop your ass, and it was legal. he wasn't necessarily in there, but he was right on the edge, so they were still whooping ass. You know what I mean? But he was fearless, bro. To be as fearless as he was at my height, bro. He was. They try to say 6'1", man. We know, bro. We know y'all be lying. But he was 6 feet even, probably 160 wet, soaking wet.
Listen, Mimi's choosing on Iverson, saying Iverson for sure, absolutely. And what's crazy is, like you said, he had to play against Shaq, Alonzo Mourning, the KG, Tim Duncan, Mutombo. Look at all the big men he had to go down when you going to Ben Wallace, Rasheed Wallace. He was down there with some straight physical.
That's why I said right on that, because some of them they still put you on your ass.
Yeah, Iverson was my favorite player for a long time. I want to say probably 7 to 8 years. It was an Iverson time period for me. It was literally an Iverson time period. My number 2. Get your popcorn ready. T.O., what we saying? The man said, I'm not going to your Hall of Fame induction. Y'all going to play with me? I'm not going. Give me my Hall of Fame. Y'all should have been put him in the Hall of Fame. He should have been the first rounder. Who's better than T.O.? Besides my number 1. But who's better than T.O.? Come on.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on T.O., bro. And he was Westbrook, like the NFL. The media made their mind up. Everybody hate him. Why? You see his numbers? Come on, bro. You can't make me hate Sarah Owens. Like, man, please.
Yeah, that's just like me for Tom Brady. Like, as much as I I despise the Patriots, I can't look at Tom Brady's resume and say, I hate dude. Like, dude, clearly, like, yeah, he had some real bones through his way during his career, but all of them wasn't bones. Like that, especially that last Super Bowl, bro. Right before that game, I said, damn. I said to myself, damn, Tom Brady about to get his 7th ring, bro. I had the feeling. I just knew for some reason that he was about to beat Patrick Mahomes. I don't know how I knew, but I knew.
All right. So, Marvin, who's your number 1 athlete who you wish you had a championship?
Get your tissues ready. Derrick Rose.
I ain't thinking about that. D Rose.
Oh, D Rose, if his knees never gave out, bro, we have no clue what we would have got, bro. Look at what Westbrook became. Derrick Rose was better than Westbrook.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
And you talking about the time period too. It was still physical.
He won the MVP way back then. Like, Russell Westbrook just got MVP.
Yeah, no, it was definitely still physical. They definitely was putting point guards. If you come into the lane, you was getting hit. And he was hitting game-winning shots and stuff too. I give him credit. You can't go wrong with D Rose. But see, by that point, I was a LeBron fan, so he was like going against LeBron in the East, so I couldn't root for him. I couldn't root for him because he had to compete against LeBron in the playoffs.
And I was the opposite. At that point, I hated LeBron James, bro.
Okay.
Career, I hated him. But after long, I started to see the hate for no reason, and I'm like, bro, I'm not finna like. I told he had to prove a lot more at the beginning of his career, which is why I didn't get him the crown. But as he went along, he proved himself every step of the way. It's like, okay, you can't keep hating. You just can't.
Perfect. Okay. Now I also say that Joakim, these are honorable mentions, but like Joakim Noah, like these are just random, like them sides. Like I rooted for them. Chris Webber, the Kings. You know what I'm saying? Mike, all of those players.
Man, that Doug Christie Kings team.
Doug Christie. You can't get wrong with them. All right, listen, my number 1. I don't know what we talk about. Randy Moss, man. What I mean,
he almost had one at the end too.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like that year of the Patriots, I said, oh, man, he made me a Tom Brady fan. I was not rooting for the Patriots until Randy Moss went to the Patriots. That's like 07, that time period. And I was like, okay. And I'm like, yo, Tom Brady. Okay, they going undefeated. He putting Randy Moss in they coming out the tunnel together. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Hey, this is like, why the greatest Manning is Eli, no doubt. He beat the GOAT twice, bro. He beat him twice.
I don't understand, man. I'm like, Randy Moss deserves a championship. I love Randy Moss, man.
But that just proves to you how hard it is, bro. That team was seemingly unbeatable. And little Eli came out and put the team on his back and said, we gonna go to the promised land.
That's gonna be a good 30 for 30. I'm gonna turn it off before the end because I don't like the ending of it, but it's gonna be a good 30 for 30.
Or you just assuming they're gonna make one?
No, I know they're gonna. Man, what? A team that almost went undefeated and lost in the Super Bowl with Tom Brady and Randy Moss? No,
I can see it.
Because they're gonna be like, what if I told you that this guy didn't either? I'm like, God.
Hey, you watched Top 100? You watched that Top 100 in its entirety yet?
No.
It's out. Top 100's out. Almost everybody up to 12.
Where do I have to watch it at?
And just go on YouTube and find it.
Okay, so YouTube. As long as I can YouTube it, I'm gonna say I don't think I got NFL Network, but yeah.
It's always on YouTube. It's always NFL Networks that have it, and then one random person somehow, some way, have it laid out. I'm like, bro, who are you in that you have this access to NFL?
And matter of fact, since you mentioned that, we might have to do one about that. We might, for the football season.
Let's do it, man. You already know. I'm claiming it before the season. I know the Chiefs are gonna win another Super Bowl. I can see it.
I like Patrick Mahomes, so I'm rooting for him. But I'm just gonna tell you that my boy in New York don't sleep on the Jets. That's what I'm gonna tell everybody for upset. That's what I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm telling everybody right now. I want it marked down. The Jets is coming. This is revenge season. Aaron Rodgers, what they did to Westbrook, what they did to Kyrie, they did the same thing to Aaron Rodgers all over a jab, bro.
Yeah, but that's true. That's true. I honestly, that now that you said that, because I was like that when Kyrie came back, I was roofing them to win the championship for a second. I don't care. I want them to win. So
I'm like, the media. I'm like, Aaron Rodgers, he don't be doing nothing. Like, y'all mad? Like, he's like indifferent. Like, I don't care. But I was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna just make.
That's the problem, though, bro. They want dudes that like bow to the system and this is my everything, and that's why they don't like Kyrie, because he put everything in perspective, bro. Yeah. And Russell Westbrook, all them people that don't care, bro. When Allen Iverson, when they don't care, bro, and when they don't make this they everything, they life, and they not supposed to. And just think about it, but they didn't. It might be changing because they didn't do what's your boy that just won the championship? Jokic like that. They just accepted that. Clearly, it's bigger things in life, bro. That's why he.
But guess what? But Jokic he's not on the cover 2K. They're not gonna give him no endorsements. So it's still like, you know what I'm saying. But that's what I'll tell you about Iverson, because I always make this point. All the players who went around, who didn't have long shorts, who had the good haircuts, all the clean cut, spoke well, no tattoos, that whole time period. When Iverson walk in the room versus when they walk in the room, what's up? So history will sometimes reward the bad person. Like Kyrie's like, you getting vilified now. 15 years from now, Kyrie gonna walk in the room like, nigga, that's Kyrie Irving. Because Iverson walk in the room with all those point guards. Who? Jason Kidd don't get the same love as Iverson? Gary Payton, none of all of the
they got rings and all that.
Nah, sometimes you can, you ain't got to bow, bro. Look at T.O. He's still, I don't care what receiver. Marvin Harrison was phenomenal. One of the greatest receivers, the boy from the Steelers, Hines Ward. Ain't none of them T.O. None of them. Megatron's that dude. He ain't T.O. He not Randy Moss. It is what it is.
For real, that's true.
Mimi said Carmelo Anthony. Mimi, she just loves Carmelo Anthony. Mimi, you know what I'm saying? But Carmelo Anthony is a great one as well.
No, for real, that's a good answer. That's straight up a good answer. Because damn, that's sad.
And he was on the team with Westbrook in the Lakers and all of them when they could have won.
Yeah, man. But it was like you hoped it was gonna work, but you just knew, bro. You just knew like so many misfits in one place, bro. You know what I'm saying? And those are the greatest misfits, though. They just don't like. It's like, and for me, like Melo chose to the wrong place. Like, why would you go to New York, bro?
Yeah, you shouldn't have went to the Knicks. But now I'm telling. Okay, last point. If Westbrook and the Clippers, who wants to Mimi said, "Give you a credit." Maybe I'm giving you credit for your contribution. These are good lists. These are good ones. These are good ones. I'm giving you a contribution. Okay, God. But no, if the Clippers, who wants to see the Clippers if they're healthy, right? Because Paul George, everybody in the playoffs, is it like they just do them because they're the Clippers, or is it, you know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of all that. They do them because they're the Clippers. They do them because they got Russell Westbrook and that cloud that hang over. They do them because they got Kawhi and that cloud. There's so many clouds that hang over that whole team, bro. And it's like a lot of times it's almost impossible to overcome. It's rare that you see a team like that overcome those clouds. Now, I pull it for him because I would love to see all of them win, especially Paul George and what he went through and to come back and to hoop. Like, he get a lot of slack for, he's probably not as great as but again, he went through, after what he went through, he's as good as he could be. That's all you ask.
Yeah. You can't go wrong. All right. Well, I want to thank everyone for watching. Marvin, you want to give us a word, bro?
Yeah, we were talking about before we came on accountability in our neighborhoods. It's needed greatly, man. Like, we know everything that the system has done to us, the powers that be, the white man, whatever you want to call them, we've known that for a long time. But why are we still aiding them in destroying our own neighborhoods and not cleaning up our neighborhoods? So that's a double whammy. So we could complain about them all we want, but if we're not doing for ourselves and pointing the fingers at the ones that need to be pointed, like the ones that are destroying our neighborhood, then we never gonna move. So accountability, bro. Yes, the system is undoubtedly against us, but that doesn't mean we keep helping the system and screaming victim. It don't work like
that. Listen, Marvin's teaching as usual. Let's do for self and let's hold each other accountable. Thank you everyone who's watching. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off of the People's Podcast. Can't wait to put this on YouTube. Boom, boom, boom.